Maybe. Exactly. No way rehab, it's great. No way rehab. It's to work for them. For the corporate owner, yeah. What's that? I had insurance. I didn't like. They need some market inclusions.
I look to see what I see what I think.
Yeah.
It's one of mine.
Nice. Like a mom in the car to put down next to the, yeah. Not as good as yours. Oh, I like to put them up there. But at the town office, next to the cornstalk, probably under the mailbox. Color. Bright yellow. Smile, maybe.
So I think you're gonna do like side tours that you can on the ceiling, just tile, like that shape that it would fit inside and then take some of the echo between the ceiling and the floor. Can you hear? It's terrible. So.
I was thinking the old barriers, they were, our company, they were like, yeah, they're like mauve. And, you know, they can go like this, and accordion, they can go back up. And a whole bunch of companies getting rid of it. I'm just thinking, that might help keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if you just.
Right. I was just thinking, I might put some feelers out for the banks. The banks, they used to have one Christian centers. Right. Yeah.
It's hard to hear.
Right. And they want to donate. They want to get rid of them. Nobody wants to claim it.
Right.
But we want.
They can.
How you feeling? Feel better?
Yes. I got a little bit of cold.
What's his, this one in his ears, his eyes, his nose, everything's like running. And I'm not sure if it's ragweed or whatever, but I started the vitamin C, zinc.
That's what I did, the emergency.
Yeah. You wanted to come tonight, but you could just hit like fish eyes and then red. And he was agitated, so I was like, this is not a meeting for him to come to. We ready? Okay. 765. Thank you all for coming. It is 6:30 and everyone's time is of value, so we're going to start on time. Thank you so much for coming. I just want to remind everybody to be respectful, to be, good citizens to each other. As we discuss the bids that have come in, and we will field questions and hopefully make some decision tonight. If not, we will table and get right back at it because we know this is an important project. So with that in mind, I'm calling the meeting to order at 6:30, and I'd like to do the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the next on the agenda is road repair, the Pratt Hill bid opening. And we received how many, Leanne? 5. See, we are multitaskers. We already own this. We didn't have to buy anything. There's one.
You could just keep them with the envelopes.
Keep them with the envelopes, yes. Usually what we do is we review all the bids, and then we swap, so we can all review all of them, and then we'll discuss them.
That's why you need a sharp one.
I know. It only cuts butter. There we go. You brought the weapon back. Is this the same one? That's a different one. Yeah. Gotcha. I did look at that one, and she is here. This is, I think, the one we have to look at. This is what it says. Did you see this one? Here, this one. I need to see that one out.
Look at this, yeah, look at that. Go down again. I would just put it to the side of the envelope, see if I had.
This one. So we have five here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And Kathy. We have to narrow it down. If we narrow it down by price, knowing that this is way more than what we budgeted. One. One. And if we narrow it down by price, these are way out of our budget. So those three are out of our budget, which leaves these two that are somewhat within our budget. Kathy says she doesn't want to take any of them.
You should begin one more with 50.
between 50 and 60.
This is just to cover itself, maybe itself.
It's for the first third, right? The first half.
You know, you get to the second one.
We don't even know how he's gonna do it in the first section of it. Oh, gosh. I'm concerned about that. That budget I did before is gone. Why didn't he submit a bid? Why didn't he put stuff in, John? He doesn't want to do any of it now, and these people deserve to have them wait. We'd already agreed to contract him in. Did we require that they submit insurance with the bid or not? I didn't. Didn't give us many details.
Sue, we're talking about the insurance, that's when they sign the contract, that's when it's supposed to show your insurance.
My question was if, I didn't know if we required that they submit proof of it with the,
No, once they sign the contract,
no, I understand that. I just didn't know if in that contract that it said that they had to submit it with a bid or not.
usually,
It says the contractor will provide
500,000.
name, address, and contact of the bidder, certificate of insurance, total bid price, and breakdown of the proposal.
Can you say that louder?
The contractor will provide name, address, and contact of the bidder, certificate of insurance, total bid price, breakdown of the proposal, including estimation of all materials we use and all equipment needed to perform the work, estimated start date, and estimated number of days to complete the job.
This one here's the most thorough.
It's very thorough, yeah.
I vote that one. That's why
It's pretty thorough.
It's very thorough, certificate, everything on that list.
Can I ask a question? Why did it go from down to 500,000, and over a million?
Usually is a million.
Huh?
So from what we see on the original estimation, there's a typo in there. Usually most contracts for the town are $1 million or more. So it wasn't until after the bid packets went out that we saw that there's
So
a
this should be
typo.
on board, it shouldn't take anything.
Well, the only person that submitted an insurance estimate with it is one contractor who has that minimum.
Yeah. To be fair to the rest of them, it should be,
But nobody submitted what we asked them to submit,
because it's pretty bad.
unfortunately. We have one bidder that submitted everything we asked.
Did you read the letter supplied to you guys by the concerned citizen?
Yes, yeah, we
That
did.
says it all.
Well, in explanation, we would have loved to have had our road commissioner be a part of the road committee and take part in the bids, at the bid specs. Unfortunately, the road commissioner did not want to take part in any of that. So unfortunately, with that being said, the road committee and the bid committee, which consisted of Kathy and Al, well, unfortunately, he bowed out. We did the best we could, which is kind of how it's going to have to work. I'm not going to be held hostage by people that won't attend meetings and people that won't give any details, unfortunately, and not be a part of the process and then complain about it like an armchair quarterback the next day. That's my concern. I think the bid packet asked for everyone to submit several things. And we have one bid here that's actually got everything in it that we asked.
Much less than my asking, so.
No, I don't mind you asking. It's with Pritchard Excavation and Landscape in Turner. And it's $61,371. With bids from over 200,000 down to a little over 40.
You're gonna get that with a big bid set.
Pardon me?
You're gonna get that when no one knows the bid. I estimate for a living, and I've never once had to estimate on a bid spec that is as vague as that. And never once do I have to supply everything I'm using. That makes no sense. That gives people that don't know what they're doing the next time an idea how to bid it, instead of learning on their own.
Well, our road committee and our bid committee had some external resources that helped them create the bid specs, and they are similar to bid specs that were used in other communities. So, as mentioned, it would have been awesome to have our road commissioner be involved with over 40 years of road work and 20 years of road commissioner, but unfortunately, he was not willing to take part.
Can you blame them?
He doesn't know how to do an estimate.
Oh.
There is another local qualified road contractor that I asked 3 weeks ago that came in and gave his input. So part of that bid spec is his input.
And, you know, we haven't done many road bids out, like, we've done like none. And so this is gonna be a learning process if we're gonna try to keep our road costs down, but our quality of roads up. And we've lost a lot of time all summer, waiting for some specifics, and we had to make steps, and we did, because our job is to take care of our town. And those residents that live off Pratt Hill and access Bear Pond and use that as a road to access their home deserve to have a road that's safe and not gonna rip their car apart, which has been that way for over 2 summers. We would love to have you participate in helping us become better.
No, you
We would. We would.
My other concern with a local contractor, as they spoke in and didn't want to participate for a variety of reasons, I said to him, what do we do when we have a pond that's being affected that is now on the 10 most watched water resources for DEP? Right now, our road standard is here. If we do not do anything now and they raise the road standard up to here, we will not be able to afford that. So I asked, what do we do with that? And I got no answer.
So you're blaming Pratt Hill Road for the pond?
No, but it is part, and we need to do our part.
You can prove that?
Can I prove
You
that?
can prove that Pratt Hill Road not being redone causing these pond issues. It couldn't be anything to do with property owners around the pond. Hillside Road going down the pond, or lost 40 yards of gravel into the pond, or
We have,
There's a lot, can I speak about it? Because I'm on the committee and I'm on the road committee. We went over that road with a fine tooth comb. We see stuff being washed out of people's driveways down that road into the pond. So we have things that we're gonna go into up in people's driveways and put ditches in, kind of berms in, so it goes into the ditch and gets taken, cleaned out a little bit before it gets in the pond. Yeah, there's a lot of issues there. There's actually brook issues that if you look at the main brook, there was such an eddy there that it put gravel on top of the bank that was 4 feet high. Yeah, there's a lot of different issues here. You're not gonna clean every single one of them up, but we're gonna do our best to take care of them. And at the bottom of Pratt Hill, there was like every single culvert in people's driveways were not cleaned for 10 or 15 years. Every one of them was plugged. And there's a lot of culverts in this town that have been plugged. When FEMA finds out about it, I don't know if we're gonna get FEMA money, because I think they're looking at this stuff on the satellite. There's a culvert up on top of town.
Let's stay on topic, please.
All right,
Thank
sorry about that.
No, thank you.
But anyway, if you wanna talk, I'll listen to you whatever you have to say, but I need more input.
We do have a representative from BPIA, Bear Pond Improvement Association, that I know has taken pictures throughout the last couple of years and looked at the drainage, looked at the water running down the road and stuff running down the road. So I know they've been in close contact with me as well as reporting to the Improvement Association and their work to create.
I'm not arguing about the fact that it's on. It probably is true, but I think you guys should look to, there's a lot more going around that pond than just grab it over.
But that's a part that we can remedy.
Chad,
Well, I live on that.
I know,
So, and we actually had a warrant from the state, a state run organization that says there's basically no erosion going into the pond from our property. And there's now a few people on have that warrant also. And I go around that pond quite a bit, and there's almost no erosion coming in from the property. We've done a watershed survey in 2020. We scoured the people's properties to see if there's any erosion coming in. There was very little. The biggest problem on Little Bear Pond are the deltas, which are coming from the brooks, which has a big issue to do with the culverts. We just want the culverts taken care of so that they're done properly, so that those deltas don't grow anymore. Because that's the biggest erosion problem right now.
thank you. So we received 5 bids in total. Should I announce who they came from? One is from Fine Line Ground Care, which is in Mechanic Falls.
Do the prices now?
Sure. And their bid is $113,100. Pratt and Sons made a bid, and theirs is for $217,000. Allen's Property Services made a bid for $85,000. Doesn't tell me where they're from. D&D Excavation out of Buckfield made a bid with no details or insurance or anything included, as the other ones too. $40,084. And then Pritchard Excavation and Landscape out of Turner made a bid for $61,371 with lots of details. They're off of Harlow Hill Road in Turner, so really close. Their insurance is included. Also included some daily rates if the town needs something else, and a lot of detail. Both sides. So we have to make a vote.
My vote is number. You guys weekend.
Oh, Dave Bowen, you have a comment before we?
In the spec, it said start and finish timeframe.
Yes.
Is that included in that, and what?
It is. The start and finish for the two people we are considering, due to price, is, where did I see that? Yeah, D&D's the end of October, done in November. Pritchard is 10/21 to 11/15. So both would get done at, by middle of November. Do you want to make a motion or anything?
I would. Make the motion for Pritchard.
That's up to you.
I think it's the, we need to do.
Okay, so you're recommending
Picture, accept the picture bid.
No questions anymore?
It's within our budget.
All right, I second Kathy Landry's motion to hire Pritchard Excavation and Landscape for the Pratt Hill Road construction project. All in favor? All opposed? I know. Okay,
I get work done.
great. Excellent.
Is Pritchard here?
Is Mr. Pritchard here tonight? Oh, would you stand up and introduce yourself?
I'm Jackson. I live right down in front of the road in Turner. Been doing this for about 5 years now, in high school. So it's a bit. Nice to meet you.
What's that? There is a
Thank you for
gap.
being so detailed.
Do you want to write the spec next time?
Talk to him about the insurance.
Want to write the spec next time?
He's got the insurance already, he's got million.
I know, but he's gonna sell.
We ask people to be nice and respectful, please.
Mr. Pritchard, would you like to explain some of the jobs you've done before?
Sure, yeah. What do you guys have any questions?
You've got an excavation background before, I know that you've done some work in Turner.
Yes, yeah, so we range, cover the whole state of Maine and southern New Hampshire up to Berlin. Do a lot of work up towards the Rangeley area, Sugarloaf and stuff, a lot of water control, erosion control. We just got done on Rangeley Lake with some erosion control. Some work down by Bear Pond in Turner. We haven't done any work on the Hartford side of Bear Pond yet, but we'll do those sometime soon. A lot of retaining walls, stuff like that, drainage. It's one of my favorite things to do is control where the water goes.
Great,
Pretty much covered that.
thank you so much.
Thank you for a thorough bid.
Yeah,
And then,
very detailed.
On that bid, on the price sheet, I forgot to include, I don't know if you guys can take any changes right now, but just on the price sheet, I realized that I didn't add.
On the daily rate one you put, the
Yes.
hourly rate?
I didn't realize I didn't add in a trucking rate, so for a tandem axle dump truck, with one driver, $125 an hour, 4 hour minimum.
We can put that on here. He included a daily and hourly rate to be put into service if we need other work done, which is how we receive daily work now from McNeil Farms or Johnson Excavation. So pass that along, we'll get that added. We do have a contract up here, if you'd like to have a chance to read through it, and on your contract, it does state how you'd like to get paid, very detailed.
And I'm not flexible on how to get paid, so how I missed it, how I like it to be done.
That is fine. Third up front, third, when part of the week done project is done, first week is done, and the remaining third should be paid on completion of the project. Very reasonable. Okay. Mr. Pritchard, would you like to read through the picture? Excuse me, Mr. Pritchard. Well, look at, gives a chance to, we don't have the best lighting, but, yeah, absolutely.
Just wanted to mention the insurance.
Oh. So, Mr. Pitcher, there was a typo in our original bid that talked about $500,000 insurance policy, and our actual limit, our fault, is $1 million, which I see your insurance covers. Is that going to be a problem?
What was that?
Would that be a problem? Our original bid had said that you had to carry a minimum of 500,000 and you have $1 million, but we have a typo in that. It's an old printed copy that we actually require $1 million, which you have. Is that a problem?
No, that insurance all up to date as of 2 weeks ago.
Okay. We are done. We appreciate everyone coming. Enjoy your evening. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Leanne, do you want me to chair the meetings? I think you're.
If anyone doesn't mind packing up your chair, that'd be great, so Leanne and all of us. Yeah, I want to do it. Not just sign it. Our town clerk on it today.
Yeah, but they're meeting on Tuesday. Saturday.
Look forward to working with you. This is Kathy Lansing. Hello.